Yeah, very much in the past. I think we've got a fairly new group now with, I guess, guys that were part of that quarterfinal as well. But we've just purely been focused on preparing our game as best we can every week now, and whatever opposition we are, it's mainly about us getting the game we want right and the structure, putting the systems in place so we can play the way we want to play. Yeah, obviously a big loss with those guys, and we were expecting that. And Aiden Toa and Robbie Coleman cover the fullback role really well, and then we got Kubali with Michael Dowsett there that have added. Yeah, both have been very different to Nick White, obviously, but have added, I think, enough in our group that we can play the game we want to play. Kubali's been fantastic with energy and just his knowledge of the game has been fantastic. And then Aiden's giving us obviously the left foot kicking option and some speed at the back and some good attacking power as well. Yeah, we've played him a couple of times, and yeah, again another solid player, and kicks really well. So we haven't really looked too much into that. Obviously, we will during this week into our preps, but everything's just purely been on us. It is going to be a threat, and most of their backline players are. So we know how big of an occasion it's going to be. Yeah, we've seen a bit of that. Obviously, me and myself and Matty have been talking about that as well. Is they've sort of been using the ball a bit and spreading the ball, which is Matty and I. Matty and I, he always corrects me on that kind of stuff.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Matt and I.
Yeah, sorry.
Matt and I, we're just talking about how we've seen them a bit more expansive, and we've been similar as well. We're trying to expand our game to be able to use the ball a bit and express ourselves, which is going to make for a good game, I think. Yeah, obviously haven't really thought too much about it. There's, I guess, the media putting all that kind of, label to us. But yeah, for us as a group, like I said at the start, is been preparing as best we can week in, week out to be able to play the game we want to play. And if people are feeling that we are that, then we just got to roll with it. We just got to be making sure that we're focused on getting our processes right to get the outcomes we want.
No, not from our point of view. You set ways you want to play and ways you want people to perceive our team, and that goes on the line every weekend. So whether you're playing against New Zealand team, an Aussie team, or in Cape Town, so we know how we want to play. We know what we want to be seen as, and we really want to develop our games. So it's just another opportunity to do that. Yeah, obviously Juan, from the start, he's been playing a lot of sevens lately as well. He looks great on his feet. Obviously watched a little bit of his game in there, and I think quite tellingly was I think Skulk was popping up a lot there as a ball player a lot as well. So we know individually there's a lot of talent there, but I thought probably the most noticeable thing was how much they did want to shift the ball, whether it be Skulk at 10, sometimes even at 12. So yeah, I think with that more expansive kind of game, we're going to have to be wary of our line speed and not kind of fly up too much, because they can play with width now. So that's it's definitely a different kind of aspect to their game. Yeah, well, usually here in Newlands it's always a very physical game, and we came here knowing that's how it's going to be. And if you saw probably a few weeks beforehand, it was quite fiery as well. I think we were just fortunate enough to kind of add a little bit more to that second game, and I think it's quite often been a daunting task here at Newlands. I think you talk to many people, it's one of the harder games to win, especially as a away team from a different country. So it's something I think you always start physically. It's no secret that the South African teams love a physical game. So for us, that's where we've got to at least match them, if not a bit more, and then we look to try and get a few holes elsewhere. Yeah, well, it's our biggest away game in a way, isn't it? Like as I said before, though, we don't really kind of look and go, oh, yeah, this game's a bigger game than last week, or next game's a bigger game. It's just another opportunity for us to play the way we want to play, and kind of, as I said before, the way we want to be perceived. It's just another opportunity to do that. So we don't really kind of look too much in terms of where games rank in terms of their importance. It's another opportunity.
Yeah, obviously a lot of hard work with Bernie and the kicking coach that we have, Damon Hill, is down there all the time and sort of working with it. Excuse someone making coffee out there. But yeah, it's just nice to sort of get some rhythm back and kick well again. And it's not going to be easy. I think you just got to try and put them through when they matter.
Yeah, not at all now. First few games probably. Like I came here a couple of months after. that Curry Cup, but not at all. They just kind of asked for good coffee places to go at the moment. So no, we've got guys more capable than I to kind of look at that. Their games, as we just spoke about, it's evolved in the last year. It's evolved a lot. I think 6 years or something now since I last came here. So yeah.
Not much in there to pick, really.
Yeah, I'm not the smartest guy. Yeah, no, we do most of our review or preview a bit later in the week. To be fair, most of it now is just kind of on our last game. So.